So, Ron, what do you think Dino Rossi's chances are in this Senate election, and what messages is he going to be driving home?
Well, you know, he certainly adds a little spice to this election cycle, that's for sure. But in terms of prospects, I mean, he's banking on a national wind, what we call the political ether, where, you know, the tides are in your way, and as a consequence of being in the right place at the right time, he wins. So he's not banking on as much money. He's saying, okay, there's an anti-incumbent attitude. There's an anti-DC mood. There's an anti-leadership mood. And he's going to try to characterize Senator Murray, and it embodies all of those things. Conversely, and I think what's going to happen in this election cycle, more than it's ever happened in these two previous races, I think that Mr. Rossi is actually going to have to speak to issues that he avoided in two gubernatorial cycles, right? Oftentimes, he was avoiding questions by saying, I'm not running for the Senate, or I'm not running for Congress, I'm running for governor. Well, guess what? He's now running for the Senate. He's now going to have to answer questions like, fundamental questions like women's right to choose and other issues that he has been successfully avoiding. And to his credit, he did a nice job of sort of dancing around those issues. He's a good kabuki dancer, right? So, but now he's got to stand up, he's got to square up to the camera and say, here's where I am on choice, here's where I am on U.S. Supreme Court nominations, here's the kind of candidates that I'll support for the Supreme Court, all the kinds of things he doesn't want to talk about, okay? Because I think at the end of the day, it's my fundamental belief that Mr. Rossi is extraordinarily conservative. I mean, very conservative. And I think that as the election unfolds and this kind of comes out, and I think that he'll be put to a different test than he has in his both previous election cycle. Put shortly, I believe in this election cycle, the bark's going to get stripped off Mr. Rossi. So,